Jessie Be Scrapbooking back with another process video. This one is for the Mix It Up Monday Hop, and it is a collaboration between Anna from Peace Craft Love and Kimberly from I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking, but they invited us to all come in and play along with them. So it's the second Monday of each month. It's where we take a sketch, and here's the sketch, and we mix it up. Like, instead of the paper in the background, we could do texture paste, or stamping, or just anything, stitching, whatever you want. The sky's the limit. So, I am going to use this plain white cardstock right here. Sorry. And then these adorable pictures of my niece playing junior high volleyball. So I'll get to those, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be using. I think I'm going to use some watercolors, some stamping, and I don't know. I'm just going to play and see what comes up. Let's get going. Okay, so I ended up not doing any stamping on here. I was going to, and then I just totally forgot. But I do some watercoloring into a stencil. So I have this stencil, and it has these little chevrons running down the bottom of it. So I'm just taking this like a coppery red color, and I'm using my water brush, and I'm just painting in the the stencil, and making these cute little chevrons down it. I changed out color here, and I'm going with this more of it's a little bit deeper red. On the camera, it looks, I guess, maybe has a little bit more of a pink tone to it, and the other one has more of a brown tone. I'm not sure, but I like them both. And so I am going to do a pattern with them. And I decided I didn't want to clean my brush between each one, so I'm just going to do the second color all the way around, so it's like you can see the pattern developing here. So I'm doing the top and bottom of this one, and then I'll do the middle of the next one, and yeah. So there's all that one color except for that one bottom one in the corner. And then I'm going to come through and do the first color I did in all the different spots. And then that spot over there where I cleaned off my brush with the second color is where I'm going to have a cluster. And I wanted a little bit of that color to shine through behind the cluster. And it works really good that way. I'm loving these paints. I picked them up from Amazon, and yeah, they've been a lot of fun. I love the different two tones of red metallics behind the pictures. I think those are so pretty. And then I used the second color to make tiny little splatters all over the background, which you can't really see, but that's okay. I did them. I'm cutting down my pictures, so they're 3 inches wide, and a little bit different heights. One's the tall, skinny, and then the other two are a little bit more square. And so they're going to run down this side there. And so I'm using this, it's like a tissue, almost like a cloth tissue paper. It's really neat stuff. And I'm just going to cut off a section here. I'm using a ruler and my self-healing mat, and I very lightly just kind of scored it. It was just enough to cut the tissue, but it didn't cut all the way through to the mat. And yeah, it didn't take much at all. So I cut that, and then I cut it in half too because I didn't need the full length of it. And then I'm just taking regular white tissue paper, and I'm going to do the second layer in the sketch here. And so the only mixed media I end up doing is the chevrons in the back, and I just think that that looks really neat. I'm using it. I got the inspiration from the sketch where it has the chevrons in the back there, but it's a chevron paper, and I changed mine to be paint. So I'm gonna get all these squared up and glued down, and I cut the red paper or red tissue paper in half because I made it a little too skinny, and I wanted it to be able to show um, on each side of the pictures and have a little bit of that white tissue paper show as well. Sorry, I had a hiccup in there. Okay, so I got the pictures how I want them to be set. So now I'm just going to get them all placed down. And this is where I'm going to come in with, I have this little baggie of cut aparts that all have different kind of sayings and stuff on them. Well, I guess not all of them do, but a lot of them do. They're from different collections, and I actually forgot I had it until I was cleaning out one of my drawers and seen it. So I'm like, oh yeah, this would be perfect. So I grabbed it, and I'm going to use that black and white chevron, this white or this red cut apart, and I don't want it what it says on it. So I'm going to cover it up with this other little saying that says, you can do it. Yeah, that's it. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna get these glued down, and yep. Okay, so it's all glued down now, and now I'm coming in and I'm gonna make 3 little embellishment clusters. Um, and each cluster is going to pretty much have the same thing, except for this top one. I put that little arrow there just because there was an arrow in the sketch, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cute. So I put a little red arrow that I had in there, and that's the only little arrow I put. But that's okay. Then I had these little puffy stickers. They are volleyballs, so I thought that they were perfect. So I put 3 little balls down, a small, medium, and large. And now I'm coming in with this. It's a tree that I cut out on my Cricut a while back, and the other side is green. But I wanted just something to go in each of the clusters. That was, yeah, just to fill them out. And I like the way this white looked on top of the white, and it just kind of gives it a really neat soft look. It has nothing to do with the picture, but I like the way it fills out these clusters. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue behind the leaves just to get them stuck down. Right this second I only did 1 leaf. I'll come back in later and do a couple more to make sure that they don't come off. And now I'm coming in with these little round, they're like red pearls, and they're in a long string, but I'm just cutting them apart and going to put 1 in each cluster. So I'm using the hearts as like a bigger, they're not circles, but the bigger enamel shape, but they're a rhinestone. And then the little red ones as little, the medium size, and then these tiny little white ones as they're just little white pearls as the small. So I have a small, medium, and large element in each cluster. And then I'll come in with my title, and it's just going to be love this sport. And I do. I love to watch volleyball. I do have to admit, watching junior high volleyball is a little bit tougher. Uh, it's, they're happy if they get a volley that's more than 3 hits. But I watched the junior high that this niece played in. I watched high school that my other niece played in, and then I also watched college that my daughter played in. So I had a lot of volleyball this past year, and it was so much fun. I did not mind at all. So I get to love this in stickers, and I get that stuck down. I did have to use some liquid glue behind those because yeah, they don't stick. They're from the dollar store. I really like them, but yeah, they don't stick. And now I'm just coming in and handwriting sport. So my title is Love This Sport. And I decided to come in and do just a little bit of something on this edge and top, the side and the top, because it was looking too plain to me, and I didn't like it. So I came in with this black cardstock, and I only want it to show on the top and the side. So I cut off the bit that I didn't need. That way I can use it for backing of other uh, pictures and stuff later. And roughed up the edge of the white, and I really like the way that it turned out. I hope you liked this. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to go and check everybody else I have in the description box below. Thank you for watching. Bye.